Okay, all right. I think I'm live. A little bit of a delay today um with the link, some technical difficulties, but we're here. And this is Portrait Bootcamp week 100. Oh, yeah, 181, lesson 3. Okay, and we're gonna do some lesson 3 critiques, and we have some files to go over. We have how many files? We have 6 files, and let's dig right through them. I think nobody in the chat. Oh, I just saw a message from Alex. So Alex here as always. Okay, so yeah, let's get into it. First up, we have Lindsay, and we're waiting, and we're waiting. And my hair kind of whack. Oh my god. Wow, that's a pretty signature. Anyways, Lindsay says, "Hi, Julia," with a heart. Oh my god, you make me blush. How is it going? Almost time for Christmas. you know, Christmas. I'll be home for Christmas. So thanks for asking. Do you celebrate, exchange gifts? Just curious. Uh, yeah, like we have like I'm from Poland, so yeah, we have like the dinner, or like a supper on 24th, and then the Santa Claus comes and he leaves gifts. Um, and yeah, I am not really like into the entire like gift situation because you know kind of got boring to just like receive, because like when you're a kid it makes sense, but then like once you hit certain age you just kind of receive like underwear and socks, and like I have plenty of like socks and underwear. um so yeah, I'm not really into that. But I like the food, I like gingerbreads. Yeah, I think I just like the food, honestly. Anyways, you can let me know next week if you celebrate. Unless you pass this week, then you know. Anyways, this is my first time in lesson 3, so I've taken the past couple weeks to watch all the videos and practice a lot. Okay, that's good. I'm feeling good about mostly everything except the hair. I'm not sure if I need to simplify even more. Let me know what you think. Thank you so very much for the help, Lindsay. All right, thank you so much for your hard work, and you're welcome. Okay, let's see what is happening. Okay, and this was last time. Watch hair chunks separation. Yes, like more work with chunks. Really good planes. Okay, and this is this week. All right, very interesting. Very good for the first try though. Okay, we have this man. Oh my god. Yeah, bro, you're kind of pulling him, not gonna lie. Okay, and this man. Bro, why would you like torture yourself with like the hardest freaking, guys? And I think like you're also doing like it's very like unclear to me. What are you doing? Like with, because it kind of looks like what we do for like the lesson 4. I mean, like the shadow separation. Like I kind of, where is my Discord? Okay, I feel like, let me look at this, like all like the hair process and stuff. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Like, wait, I think that like there is this example. Yeah, like this one. Yeah, what tracing do we do for lesson 3? Yeah, like I think that would be it. I feel like you went into like what we do for shading. Oh, also, damn, what the sorry, it's just been a while when I last time saw the hair process actually like that. It evolved, what can I say, from when I was doing it. Okay, so yeah, we just do this in a God honoring way, just some gaps. So yeah, I think like you kind of went overboard, you know. With hair, I'm just gonna show you like there's like a reason, like why we simplify this lesson 3 into literally just that. Because you don't want to like overcomplicate it, because it's not gonna serve you. You know, it's just gonna make it actually harder, because the more your lesson 3 is like super like defined and like, you know, it's actually gonna like stop you in the shading, because like all the answers will be there and there won't be like much to do, you know, so be careful with that. Okay. So that for the hair, we're gonna talk about it. As for the faces, I feel like you're actually doing really well. Um, Maybe let's talk about like I feel like this one maybe, or maybe the other one. I'm not sure, kind of, because I feel like in here, you kind of lost a little bit of the balance of curvy versus straight. Like everything appears very curvy, so I would try to like balance that, because you know part of this design is just like having a good combo of like straight lines and curvy lines, you know. So for example, this nose, I kind of see an opportunity. Why is it so laggy? Hello? Bro, chill. Let me just search. Oh, maybe my Photoshop is just having a stroke. Or maybe it's the fact I have like, I think I have like 4 separate like Google tabs open. I mean, like, actually I have like 100, because I've been looking for references. Maybe it's that, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, I think just like straightening up this guy a little bit would be beneficial for, bro. Okay, maybe, okay, I think I have to purge. Oh, that's my Twitter. Everybody go follow me on Twitter. I do shit in here. Anyways, I think this one I can close. Okay. Yeah, my Twitter is Julia Unhinged, the same way it is on the Instagram. So if anybody is interested, because I kind of quit Instagram lately. So yeah, I'm on Twitter now. Okay, so I purged that, so maybe it's gonna work better. Very sorry about those technical difficulties. Anyways, the point is, this should be a little bit more straight. Like you can kind of see it even on the reference. Like it has a bump, but you know, be careful with the bump. So like maybe a little bit of bump, but like let's not go too crazy with it. So I feel like that would do. And then like very important, like I wouldn't skip on this eyelash. I wouldn't really skip on that eyelash, because it's giving you free form, and in views like that are kind of like tricky, it's very important to like also capture like this eyebrow, because it's like literally the only thing that's giving you form. So I wouldn't be skipping on that. Okay, so that would be the changes. So as you can see, he already looks like much more organic. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's the biggest thing in here, like just more curves, because you know, like you literally made it like outwards, where it's like kind of more inwards bend, you know, so that's something to think about. Okay, I don't want to give you like a ton of critique because it's your first time, you know, but definitely that's something to think about, so I'm gonna save it for the Discord. Okay, like this. Okay, and then we have this one, which in here I feel like you have like a better balance. So you know, in here I feel like you managed, like this is actually like one of the best ways I've seen this reference done, so definitely congrats. Okay. In here I would just like see how like this eye, like you have it like way more refined. I would expect the other eye to be like, first of all, more symmetrical, because this is almost like at front, so we want more symmetry. Like, see how this eye you have like this nice build-up happening. The size of the iris is kind of smaller than the other one. I would try to replicate that. Okay, so very much think about symmetry for the front-facing angle. And I feel like it's similar situation with the eye in here. Like, this one is like significantly bigger than this one. And yeah, it could happen if there was like a certain lens happening, or if, you know, there was like a hardcore perspective going. But, you know, like objectively, these eyes on the reference, they're like pretty much the same. It's kind of like the shadows make it like tricky, but essentially they're like same size. So be careful with that. Yeah. Okay. So I think for next week, the things for you to focus on would really be like, yeah, working a little bit more with like the capturing the silhouette, you know, because I also feel like in here, like you pushed this a little bit too upright. Like this is like a little bit more, you know, softer, like that's the angle, and your angle is like that. So again, it's kind of like coming back to like paying more attention to like the silhouette. Simplify the hair, you know, so like maybe revisit it, like, you know, focus on like finding those big shapes in here, you know, so like that's an important shape to have, like this separation, this, and then like, you know, framing these a little bit. So yeah, definitely you don't have to like do so much. Okay. And lastly, thing to work on, making the eyes more symmetrical, so like the sizes don't vary so much. So that would be it. Okay, and what is Lindsay saying in the chat, because I see some stuff. So Lindsay says, I can send you some food and art supplies for Christmas. Sure. Oh my god, send me on Discord. Art supplies, as if I'm not like sitting at this PC and scratching plastic over plastic. Yeah, I definitely am such a traditional artist. Okay, and she says, I had to try the hardest. I like to torture myself a little. Yeah, well, me too. I love torturing myself with art. My favorite kind of torture. Okay, and I use the posterize and use the colors to shade, like I saw you and Angel do on lives, lesson 3 only, I promise. Yeah, you know, I would just say like stick to the methods we have in the videos right now, because they are like the most reliable, the most updated, the freshest one, and everything else I will tell you on the live stream. So, you know, you can just copy the good examples. In the hair process, like this, very simple, you know, this very simple, you know, in here too, see, like we are not really doing like the strands, it's much more about the shapes right now. Okay, and Lindsay say, wait, what is your Insta? My Instagram is exactly the same as my Twitter. It's always Julia Unhinged. Like this, I can like show you. Like that is my Instagram, and my Twitter, well, whoops. And my Twitter is the same. Jeez. Profile, yeah. So yeah, it's oh right. Oh my god, I'm retarded. Why did I set it up like that? In here it's Julia Unhinged, and in here it's Unhinged Julia. I think I need to change it. That's so cringe. I didn't even know I did that. That must be mad confusing. Oh Jesus. Okay. Well, we live and we learn. Okay. Oh my god. All right. Yeah. So that will be it for you, Lindsay. Work on this stuff. And yeah, you're doing amazing. Very good for the first try. Okay. Next up, we have Leah. Okay. And Lindsay says, well, thanks. Thank you, Julia. Yes, Christmas can be for us too. Yeah, 100%. Everything can be, you know, claimed by artists. Okay, and now we have Leah. Okay, and Leah says, "Hi Julia, last week you told me to redo this guy's hair. Hopefully it looks better now." Okay, hopefully. "I notice I'm still struggling with the hair in general. For some reason it isn't clicking, but I am guessing with practice it will click eventually." Yeah, just take some practice. Anyway, would love general feedback. That's great because that's something I can definitely give you. Thank you. You're so welcome, Leah. Okay, let's see. So, it was last week, I think. Oh, and you redid the hair. Yeah, this is much closer to what we are shooting for, you know? Um, excuse me. So let's see. Feel like I would do like a combination of the old and the new. So maybe to like help you a little bit, I can do like a little demo for this guy. So I feel like for this guy it's very important to like get the hairline and like very much trace kind of where is everything going. So I feel like when I look at this hair, I kind of just feel like there's like a front and a back, you know? So I would say that there is like a quite big thing in here, like that. And this is like lying on top of this one, and this one is lying on top of this one. But generally, there's like front here, and everything else is like a back. So first of all, this distinction, okay? Or it can like wrap. No, that wouldn't make sense in perspective. So I think this is like that, okay? Then I'm gonna just trace the shapes. Okay, so I'm gonna be like, okay, there is something in here. No, don't know what yet. We have this, all right. We have this, definitely worth including this shape. Okay, then we have like whatever this is, I don't know. Then there is this shape. Okay, and I feel like for the lines that are like separating, I feel like I would separate this in here. Okay, and then I feel like let me actually flip this so I can see better. Guys, remember to flip your canvas a lot. It really helps. Okay, and I would say that like, okay, like this is like that, and I feel like this needs to be addressed in some way. So maybe doing it like that, and maybe something here. Okay, and yeah, maybe I'm gonna try working with what I just traced. Okay, and if it's not gonna work out, I'm gonna do something else. It's kind of like trial and error with the hair. I cannot copy. Okay. Okay, so let's see. First we're gonna manage this. Okay, so we want this shape kind of happening and like that. Okay, so that appears to me to be quite important, so I'm glad we have it over it. Separating the entire thing in here, right? You know, noticing that there's like this kind of shape happening like that, and just copying it. Okay, then in here there is like a separation. Right, wouldn't really do it like this. We can have it like that. Okay, then for here, what we can do for here is like definitely capture this separation in here that I marked in the green. Okay, clean this up a little bit. Okay, and then so it's gonna like go all the way in here. Okay, and then there is this shape happening. That would be like much easier to do with a lasso, but we are not giving up. So we just kind of capture it. And I know there is like some stuff happening in here, but I don't know quite yet how to capture it. So I'm just gonna leave it kind of vague. Okay, and then this in here. All right, and probably some framing. So maybe actually this could like go to here. And we have this like little shape. Okay, and I think that would be, whoops, sufficient for this hair. So it's really about like tracing this stuff, you know, and kind of like not stressing over it even looking like hair. It's all about just being accurate and, you know, for the shape to kind of just work together. Okay, but very important that this is the front. You can even like vary like the silhouette in here a little bit to show that this is the front bit and the other thing is the back. Okay, maybe like another shape like that in here. Okay, or maybe capturing this. So I'm thinking about this shape in here. Okay, and that would be all. Okay, so before and after. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord via, so you can check this out. Okay. Also with the tracing. Okay, so hope that helps you with the chunks. Okay. And then for this guy, yeah, I think this one you handled pretty well. So I think the best thing right now for the hair chunks is to like keep going, you know, and be, you know, just keep practicing, you know, tracing all this stuff and making it work. But I feel like in here you did better, but again, it's missing like those little things in here. So, you know, I would introduce that with like open shapes or closed, whatever you want. And then like very much like separating this darkness in here with something, because that means that the hair is bending. Okay, and as for the faces, I feel like you need to work a little bit more with the eyebrows. They still could use some wrapping, you know, in here you're missing some wrapping, and they just feel a little bit unconfident. And something happens, you kind of lost, like you lost a little bit of the silhouette that's happening on the reference. So, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know, more straight, because look, like your silhouette is just like a continuous line and it's not really the greatest look. So keep working on the chunks, keep working on the eyebrows, and be careful with the silhouettes. Okay, so great job, Leah. Hope that demonstration helped you, and yeah, keep going. All right, great job. Okay, next up we have Josh, and Josh says, hi Julia, it has been a while. How are you doing today? I hope all is well with you. Yeah, it's more or less good. I have been super busy, so haven't been able to draw as much as I wanted to, but I managed to complete this study and hope that I made some improvements from my last couple of submissions. Yeah, I hope that you did, okay? I hope you really did some progress, and if not, I'm just gonna still tell you what to fix. Last time you said that I was doing good and just needed to keep working on subtlety in my design. You told me to keep practicing and to build up mileage. Yes, that's very important. Sometimes quantity over quality. Usually not, but sometimes. Hopefully I did make some improvements. I hope so too. Thank you so much for your help and feedback. You're amazing, Julia. Thank you so much. You're amazing, Josh, for putting in the work, alright? So let's see. That was last time. Okay, just this one. Okay, and this week. What is happening? Oh, okay. Okay, we have this one. Yeah, you definitely, wow, that's such an improvement, Josh. Wow, look at the lines and like how much like better this guy looks. Yeah, you are getting gains, and the hair amazing too. Damn, sheesh, yeah. This is great. Yeah, honestly, this is great. Okay. I don't think I have like a lot of feedback The only thing that like very like much stand out to me is that the nose is kind of a little bit too big, so I would make it smaller because he has it smaller. Okay. Okay, I pretty much like everything else. I feel like would probably like work a little bit on the framing of the face, so you know, you can do this thing always where you're kind of pushing this line in, even like exaggerating a little bit, especially for this guy, like if you where are we? Not here. Okay, especially for this guy, like you can very much like push his cheekbones out by like pushing this line a little bit in and this line a little bit in, and that will like really make his cheekbones seem like they are like popping out. That's how I always treat this man, and it always works, so definitely would do that. Okay. And then everything else is like looking pretty good. I would just like be careful and like, you know, you don't have to have those like corners for the lips so big and so obvious. They can be like a little bit smaller, a little bit more subtle. Okay. But yeah, that would be my only feedback, you know. The eyes are a little bit dead, but I feel like you're just gonna get it with mileage. So I think you're doing very good with the hair, but those are all the hair from like this is the hair from the good example. So great that you studied. Now I think good idea would be to do some more studies of your own, of the hair chunks, and just like get that mileage, you know. So great job, Josh. You definitely improved a lot in this one study. You just need to do more, okay? Be careful with the proportions. Actually, I feel like I made this nose too small now that I look at it. Like, it's not as small. It's smaller than how you did it, but it's not as small. That's my bad. Let me just change it. Yeah, I think that's more like it. Anyways. So let me replace it. But yeah, still. Just keep going. You need more mileage and more subtlety and more practice with chunks. But overall, great job, Josh. See you next week, all right? Next up, we have Jessie. Okay. Jessie says, "Hi, Julia. Last week you told me that my lines needed more variation. I don't really have any questions this week. I'm just trying to fix the small details that I have left. Just looking forward to the feedback. Thank you, Jessie McDonald." Okay, let's just see. Lines need more variation. Okay, so that was last time. Okay, yeah, this one's pretty good. Okay, this one too. Wow, very good. Yeah, I love it. Okay, this one still could use some work, definitely with the eyes. Okay, and this one too, again, the lines and the eyes. Okay, and this is this week. All right. Okay. And I still feel like, Jessie, you like added some variation, but it's like still your stuff just feels a little bit like a little bit like too much like some kind of like line art for like a graphic design rather than like a sketch. So I think you just need to like you know, just like put more care into it, you know. So for example, like the biggest place that I feel like you can really see the difference between the good example and your work are really like the nose and the lips, because I feel like you have like this robotic thing is like very much serving your eyes, because like yeah, they need to be a little bit robotic. But for the lips and for the nose, like look at the differences. Okay, I'm gonna point out some of them to you so you can see it better. So see how in here, like the shape for this bottom upper lip is literally like this shape. Okay, so that's the shape in here. And then if we're gonna do the same for yours, okay, okay, that's gonna be the shape. So see how much this shape in here versus this shape in here, how they're like different. Like, see, like I cannot overlap them. Okay, and it's just like, you know, everything in here is just like very much refined. Like, look, even like the shapes for the lines in here. Like in yours is just kind of like a one line, but in here it's like there's like a slight curve in, and it goes down, and then there's again slight curve like that. So, you know, there's a force pushing those, you know. And in yours it's kind of like, look, like if I trace it, there's a little bit of that, but this one is going up. So in yours it would be like this, with like slightly going in here, you know, and it's like killing the subtlety. Okay, another place, like look how in here this line very much like flows into the corner of the mouth, you know, like it's like connected, it's together. Like, yeah, it could be maybe like a little bit of the inside like erased, but in yours, like, look, there's literally a gap in here. Like this and this is in the triangle, they're like not connected, they're like separate being. Like, that's kind of like why it feels so robotic, because like the lines are not working together. It's kind of like everything is very separated from each other. Okay, and then for the nose, it's like again, like how, see how in here this thing for the septum is like a little bit like curved, because it's like really showing that there's like a septum in here. But in yours it's like, you know, like I can really like see like the relationship, like a saddle curve in here, saddle curve in here, saddle curve in here. And in yours it's just like the shape for this nostril, it's squarish like that, and then this is not even round, it's kind of just like a dash, you know. So those are all the things that you have to think about. But I can see you understand that for some places, just not all places, because like look how beautiful like your silhouette is, you know, with all of the going in and out, and like having a balance of like this being curvy but then being like a straight, like a corner in here. So I feel like you just need to like practice more mouths, especially mouths, and a little bit of noses. So maybe for next week you can just like try drawing, like just cut out like the mouth out of the reference and just study that, because I feel like you have great eyes and like great silhouettes, but really those lips are like holding you back a lot. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord so you can check it out, Jessie. So for next week, you know how people sometimes do like separate studies for eyes. I want you to do this kind of thing, but with mouths, okay? And like very much like study, you know, the subtlety, and try to make them as human as possible. Just like the prettiest sketch of the lips you can imagine, you know? Like look at maybe some artists on Instagram, you know, how people do it when they sketch lips. You know, there is a lot of it. Even Angel stuff, you know, my stuff. Whoever you lips sketches inspire you, try studying that. Okay, so that would be my feedback for you, Jessie. You know, I think you're already very close. You just need to like work on some of this stuff. Okay, so great job. See you next week. Hope that helps. Okay, next up we have Angardi. Okay. Okay, Angardi says, good day, Julia. So this week I work on improving my plane as well as the eye design. Not much to say, let's go straight into the questions. Okay, I like it, nice and simple. How do my planes look? How do the eyes look? Are the eyes looking in the right direction? Thank you for your time, Angardi. Okay, you're so welcome. Thank you for your hard work. Let's see. That was 2 weeks ago, like he's just kind of looking derpy. Okay, we're missing the eyelash. Okay, and now we have this one. All right, yeah, I think it's looking the correct direction. And then we have 3/4. Okay, and I think this guy is also looking in a good direction. All right. Yeah, the planes now, yeah, I feel like you finally got it. And overall, I think this is like an amazing study, and you even did the chunks. Yeah, I feel like in here, the eyes are amazing, just tiny bit too big, so let me just make them smaller. But overall, Ngari, I feel like you've been in this lesson for way too long, and I feel like you're definitely, you know, ready to try out some lesson 4, alright? Because it's just, oh, I kind of made it off place. So this one probably, actually, I think I made it too much. Like, he kind of has those big eyes, actually. Yeah, so maybe let's just keep it this way. Yeah, I'm taking it back. You're ready. Go off to lesson 4. Keep working on your sketches, you know. In here definitely the opening could have been smaller. So, don't slack. Be careful with that stuff. Everything matters. So the opening here would be like this, and I feel like that would help. But great hair, great silhouettes, great everything. Definitely move on to lesson 4, So congrats, Ngardi. Yeah. It's been a while, but you did a lot of progress, and literally, I'm so happy to graduate you finally. Literally, I feel like I want to pop a champagne. Okay, so great job. I will not be seeing you next week. Okay, try out some shading. All right, next up we have Danilo. Okay, and Danilo says, "Hi Julia, hope you're doing well." Thank you so much, Danilo. Hope you're doing well as well. After practicing this week, I think I've got better on my lines. What do you think? I will see. Can you point out anything else that I might be missing? Yes. Thanks for the critique and have a nice week. Danilo. Okay? You're so welcome. Have a nice week as well. So that was last week. Alright. Okay. Yeah, definitely the line's the biggest issue, but pretty good designs. Why is nobody adding this eyelash? Jesus. Okay, and then we have this one, okay, and then this one. Damn, you kind of like the way you like build up like the bottom eyelid, the same way you like build up the top eyelid. It's kind of like giving like a drag makeup kind of vibe. I like it. Except we cannot do that in the course. But personally, I would like keep it. I think it's a slay. Okay, so yeah, the first thing, you're building up the bottom a little bit too much, so I would like fade it away. This is your best work. It's amazing. I love how you're thinking about the shapes too. I feel like that would like serve you pretty much in this shading. And here it's the same thing, just like kind of fade away like the bottoms a little bit. We don't want this drag look, so a little bit more like that. And then very important, you're missing like the overlap. So like remember that it's the top eyelid, and then like from beneath you have the bottom eyelid, so don't connect it. This is like at the top, and then this is at the bottom, because otherwise it's kind of like giving like this makeup look. Okay, so see the difference? And then like build up this little bit in here, and in here, and in here. Okay, oh, I forgot to do that. Okay. So before and after, okay? So I'm gonna save it for the Discord, so you can check it out. I think I copied the wrong thing. I want to copy this. Okay, so I'm gonna save it for the Discord, but everything else, it's pretty good. Oh, actually, another thing I just spotted, make sure that for the nostrils, you're doing like the design that we do. So you're missing like a line at the bottom. Okay, but everything else is amazing, so just keep all those things in like mind, Daniela. But overall, I feel like you're ready to try out some shading. So yeah, you know, keep working on your hair chunks, you know, be careful with the build up for the eyes, you know, and like make sure that the top eyelid is on top and then the bottom eyelid comes out. Yeah, but overall, great studies. Okay, so move on to lesson 4, and yeah, great job. Okay, and I think that was everybody for today. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Everybody, keep grinding, keep going, and I will see you all next week. All right.